Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. It's Rad from Radko, and in this whole video we're going to look into Libra Sun, Libra Moon, and as well Libra Rising. Weekly General Tarot reading June 21st up until June 27th, 2021. And if you do want to catch me live, guys, here on YouTube, make sure you do subscribe for the channel and also hit the notification bell. And as well, if you do wish to have a personal reading with me, or if you do want to take my tarot classes, checking out the description down below is going to give you a link to my website where you can view and purchase either or both of these services. So with that being set aside, moving to the Libra General Tarot reading of the week, and the first card that Libra is going to have for them, that is going to be the Four of Swords. Moving next, that will be the Fool card, followed by the second one here, which stands as the Knight of Swords, followed by the Justice card, and the last one that we do have for you, Libra, that is going to be the Eight of Wands. So we do have a lot of air into your reading. In fact, it's almost all of it. It's by the element of air, and that pretty much by the element of air means that you will have a lot of things to think about. Okay. But this isn't going to be because you will have to think about things in a bad way. Say problems, all right? You will have a lot of things to think about. It is because suddenly out of nowhere, many concerns that you do have as well, many problems that you do have are simply going to vanish. They will disappear out there, out of the blue. And suddenly that is going to present you with an opening to think about what you can do about yourself, about your family, you know, about your romance, about your love life, and so on and so forth. And it's going to be a very productive week for these Libra that are kind of like feeling stuck, that they're feeling that their love or their love life or their career life is pretty much DOA, and that's you know, moment of respite that the week is going to present to you is for you to think about what you can do in order to resuscitate, to restart those fields that you may think that are DOA. And the very start of the week here, which starts with the Four of Swords, that is exactly what marks the peace and, how can I say, the calmness of the storm. When the Four of Swords does appear, that is a therapeutic, I would say, therapeutic moment for oneself, where one gets to analyze, when one gets to as well consult themselves with either a faithful companions or either with a professional help, right? So you may seek a counsel with advisor, you know, with a therapist, with a medical doctor, whatever your concerns, whatever your problems are, because suddenly, like I said, your problems are going to be gone. And it will be a grave mistake, though, to think that this is going to be forever. The problems are going to come back further into the future, so to speak. But now in this moment of respite, you get to you get the chance to get the lead, all right? To how can I say, to be 2 steps ahead of your concerns, of people that you may think they're gonna do something wrong to you, or a problems that may appear into your career as well. And for that reason, at the start of the week, is very important that you do surround with people that can actually give you some good advices. You should not surround yourself with people that are only provoking panic and a sense of wavering in you. And after that period of time here where you do kind of like calm down and you start how can I say, look at the situations that you are in from a standpoint of sobriety, the Fool card kicks in, and we all know that the Fool card is about new beginning, but that is what the book says. It's actually the moment just before the beginning. That is the moment where you have to think about what do you want, right? It's as simple as that. What is the goal that you want to follow? What is that place for yourself that you're going to find yourself being satisfied? And once you do analyze, or rather like you do figure out for yourself, what is the place that you want to find yourself at in the distant future. The Fool is not going to take place overnight. It takes a lot of time to develop. At the end of the day, that's the Fool. You got to reach the world. That is a whole entire Fool's journey, all right? But right now, it's not the time where you have to think about the predicaments that you are going to encounter as you do chase, follow, or try to manifest that goal of yours. Now, right now, you gotta, how can I say, focus yourself on the overview. You gotta focus yourself on the bigger picture. For this is what exactly is going to reward you with the enthusiasm you need in order to move forward and eventually manifest your goal. With the Fool card, though, on a more practical level here, you can expect career-wise at these early stages of the week to be a bit of a mayhem out there. Things are happening without you even knowing why. You may be thrown in a situation, in a project that you don't know much about. But that is for your own good. It is because the Fool marks creative chaos, where you can learn, you can adapt, and you can pretty much get the hang of how the situation is going to develop further. In terms of personal interactions, relationships, that the Fool, it's about spontaneous, unpremeditated, and very light-hearted interactions or behavior, that is. So at these early stages of the week, freaking out about stuff, making dramas, scandals, that's not the way you go about. In fact, that is a way how you truly gonna lose someone that you may care way too much about, okay? So just keep it easy, keep it light, keep it light-hearted. And after that period of time here, this individual steps into your endeavor. That is a Knight of Swords. They are very sharp-minded people. They are also very determined to get to the bottom of it, whatever that's about. Now, the reason of the Knight of Swords to appear into one's life, it is when it needs to make a choice, or one does want someone else to make a choice about them. So that could be someone that is about to make a choice about you, or it will be someone that will help you to make a choice. Now, whichever the case, Knights of Swords, these are the only court of swords that actually listen to what they feel. And when they do make a choice, or whatever they lean toward in order to help you to make a choice, that choice is always going to be consulted with the emotions. And at the end of the day, there is going to be a harmony out there. So if it is you that you need to make a choice, you can expect that that person here is going to help you to make a decision that you ain't going to regret about. Likewise, if they have to make a choice, it's going to be definitive, and they will have no regret, nor they're going to have, what was the word here, a doubt. So they're not going to have any doubt that they have made the wrong choice. And the accompanied card, that is to be with the Four of Wands. And with the Four of Wands to the Knight of Swords, we're definitely talking about the decision making here that is going to finish up some kind of a cycle. It is because everything have been taken under consideration. There is no misconception, there is no leak of information or misinformation, if you will. It's pretty much everything have been accounted for, and once that decision has been made, one has to live with the decision itself. And right after that here, justice takes place for you, Libra, and that is actually your card where everything falls into balance. There are going to be some responsibilities that you will need to take care of towards the end of the week when the justice manifests for you, but you will have no problem doing so. It is because justice, when it comes to one's behavior, it's about a time management. It is the way I like to look at it, and not just only that, but also a very good perception of what is important and what is not. And therefore, by being able to manage your time and being able to set a true value over over your responsibilities, that means that it's highly unlikely that at this point you are going to make any kind of an error or disappoint anybody around you. And also about the justice, this is about the astute discernment, recognizing what will be profitable, what is going to worth your time in general. And therefore you got to be accountable to your own personal actions, because at the end of the day you're going to get, guys, exactly what you do deserve, based on your judgment or adjudication, if I may say it that way. So and this is what I mean when I say all that, and I will try to explain that to you into example. For example, your adjudication or your judgment, it's never going to work out with that woman or with that guy, and yet you do push into it, okay? And you get exactly what you deserve, nothing into it, because your judgment is telling you, no, this ain't going to happen, and yet you push into it. So you got to be accountable to yourself in these situations. And you are finishing up the week though, and that was just an example, but if you do kind of adjudicate that one thing works a lot for you and you push into it, then you are going to get a lot. So you got to follow your astute discernment here into these late stages of the week. And the last one that marks the end of your week, that is going to be the Eight of Wands here. And Eight of Wands pretty much signifies kind of like an opening that you're going to have some opportunities at the end of the week. Now, those opportunities are not as big as the Wheel of Fortune's opportunities, but they can definitely make your life much easier than it is. One thing is important to know about this stage of the week is that you need to face those opportunities with a clear-headed mind, because not all of them are meant for you, or they're, again, how can I say, they're benign for your life, right? And if you do throw yourself into the wrong opportunity, you risk of losing a lot. So at that moment, at the end of the week, you do not gamble, right? You do not gamble with your relationship. You do not gamble with your life. You do not gamble with, in generally, with your career. And again, another example, if you are in a very good relationship and you want to do, say, going out of a hunting, but your partner has a really important event coming, and they tell you that, if you miss that event, you're done, and you take your chances with it, you gamble on it, you may in fact lose your relationship with it. So yeah, there are opportunities there coming out, and there are going to be many, but just don't put your life into gamble with either of them. The one that asks you to risk something is not the one for you. So with that being said, Libra, this was your weekly general tarot reading, guys, for June 21st up until June 27th, 2021. Hopefully you do enjoy it and you do like it, and we may see each other next time. Until then, bye.